Welcome back to the channel. You know, so many people are trying to get into crypto these days, but they don't realize how many mistakes there are to be made. Today we're diving deep into a critical aspect of cryptocurrency investing. The biggest mistakes that can sabotage your success and cost you dearly. Whether you're just starting out or have been in the game for a while, understanding these pitfalls is essential for protecting and growing your investments in this fast-moving digital landscape. This isn't like the stock market where things are a bit more stable. This market moves fast, and if you don't know what you're doing, you could get absolutely crushed. Remember, every wise investor learns not only what to do, but also what not to do. And that knowledge can make all the difference. So many people just want to jump into the next hot trade without understanding what they're even investing in. Don't be like those people. One of the biggest mistakes I see new investors make is getting caught up in the hype. You see Bitcoin going up, or maybe it's Ethereum, or Solana, or even Dogecoin, and you think, I need to get in on that right now. This is FOMO, the fear of missing out. Trust me, I've been there, and it can absolutely kill your portfolio if you're not careful. When a new coin or project goes viral and everyone is talking about it on Twitter and YouTube, it seems like it's easy money, right? That's what they want you to think. This often leads to buying high at the absolute worst time and then realizing huge losses when the hype inevitably fades. Look, it's incredibly tempting to jump into a trade when you see everyone else making money, but you have to learn to control your emotions and be rational. Develop a disciplined approach to your investing. This isn't gambling. Don't just buy something because you think it's going to go up. Have a reason for buying it. What problem does this solve? Is it fundamentally undervalued? Is the team behind it legitimate? Ask yourself these questions. Set very clear entry and exit points for your trades based on logic, not emotion, and stick to your trading plan no matter what. Don't get swayed by the noise and chaos of the market. It's easy to get sucked into the hype, but it's much harder to recover from the losses when the FOMO fades away. Okay, so you've probably heard the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, in the world of crypto, that's truer than ever. You see, a lot of new investors get so caught up in the potential gains that they completely forget about the very real risks involved. They might pour their entire life savings into a single coin thinking it's a guaranteed ticket to riches. But what happens when the market takes a downturn? What happens when that one coin they put everything into crashes? Let me give you a scenario that plays out all too often. Imagine you're an investor who just discovered this new altcoin everyone's raving about. You decide to go all in, putting every dollar you have into it. The price is pumping, you're feeling great, and you think you're well on your way to becoming a crypto millionaire. But then, overnight, the market takes a turn. That altcoin you bet everything on plummets 50%, then 60%, then 70%. Just like that, a huge chunk of your savings is gone. This is why risk management is absolutely essential. You need to diversify your portfolio just like you would with stocks or real estate. Don't put all your money into one single asset, no matter how promising it seems. Instead, spread your investments across different cryptocurrencies and consider investing in other asset classes as well. And speaking of protecting your investments, you need to learn how to use stop-loss orders. A stop-loss order is like an insurance policy for your trades. It automatically sells your cryptocurrency when it hits a certain price, limiting your potential losses. Remember, you should never invest more than you can afford to lose. Crypto is volatile, and there's always a chance you could lose everything. Don't let greed cloud your judgment. Be smart, be strategic, and protect your hard-earned money. Chapter 3. Ignoring the power of technical analysis. One of the biggest mistakes I see traders make is relying solely on their gut feeling. They hear a hot tip, read a few tweets, and then dive headfirst into a trade without any real understanding of the market dynamics. This is like trying to navigate a maze blindfolded. You might get lucky, but you're much more likely to end up running into a wall. Technical analysis is your roadmap in the crypto market. It involves studying historical price charts, identifying patterns, and using technical indicators to try and predict future price movements. It's not about predicting the future with 100% certainty, it's about understanding probabilities and making more informed trading decisions. Think of it like this. If you were going to bet on a horse race, would you just pick a horse randomly, based on its name? Or would you want to look at its track record, its jockey, its recent performance, and other factors that might give you an edge? Technical analysis is your edge in the crypto market. There are a ton of technical indicators out there, but some of the most popular ones include the Relative Strength Index or RSI, Moving Average Convergence Divergence or MACD, and Moving Averages. These indicators can help you identify potential buy and sell signals, spot overbought or oversold conditions, and understand the overall market momentum. Now I know charts and indicators might seem intimidating at first, but trust me, they're not as complicated as you think. There are tons of resources available online, including free YouTube tutorials and articles that can teach you the basics of technical analysis. By learning how to read charts and understand technical indicators, you'll be able to time your entries and exits more effectively, identify potential trend reversals, and make more informed trading decisions. Remember, knowledge is power, and in the crypto market, that knowledge can translate into serious profits. Chapter 4. Falling for Fake News and Scams. The crypto space is like the Wild West. It's exciting, it's full of opportunity, but it's also a breeding ground for scams and misinformation. You see, scammers thrive in environments where there's a lack of regulation and a lot of hype, and, unfortunately, the crypto market has both in spades. One minute you're reading an article about a new coin that's about to explode, and the next minute, you're finding out that the project was a rug pull, and the developers have vanished with everyone's money. It's crucial to be extremely cautious and skeptical about everything you see and hear in the crypto space. Don't believe everything you read on social media. Just because someone on Twitter with crypto guru in their bio is shilling a particular coin doesn't mean it's a legitimate investment. In fact, it's probably not. Always do your own research, verify information from multiple sources, and don't let greed cloud your judgment. One of the most common scams in the crypto world is the pump and dump scheme. This is where a group of people artificially inflates the price of a cryptocurrency by spreading false or misleading information, creating a sense of FOMO and urgency. They then sell their holdings at the inflated price to unsuspecting investors, leaving them holding the bag when the price inevitably crashes. Another common scam is the fake ICO or token sale. Scammers will create a professional-looking website and white paper promising unrealistic returns to lure in investors. They'll then disappear with the funds raised during the token sale, leaving investors with worthless tokens. So, how can you protect yourself from these scams? First and foremost, be wary of anything that sounds too good to be true. If someone promises you guaranteed returns or tells you about a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, it's probably a scam. Would you walk down a dark alley at night with a $100 bill hanging out of your pocket? Probably not. Treat your crypto the same way. Stick to reputable cryptocurrency exchanges and platforms. Do your due diligence on any project you're considering investing in. Read the white paper, research the team, and look for red flags like anonymous developers or unrealistic promises. And remember, if something feels off, it probably is. Trust your gut and walk away. Chapter 5. Ignoring Emerging Trends and Opportunities. One of the most exciting things about the crypto space is that it's constantly evolving. New technologies and trends are emerging all the time, creating new opportunities for investors to build wealth and be a part of something revolutionary. However, many investors get stuck in their ways, focusing solely on the big players like Bitcoin and Ethereum, while ignoring the vast potential of these emerging sectors. Take DeFi or decentralized finance, for example. DeFi is revolutionizing the financial industry by building a more open, transparent, and accessible financial system. DeFi platforms allow you to lend, borrow, and earn interest on your crypto without the need for traditional financial intermediaries like banks. The potential here is huge. Then there are NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. NFTs are unique digital assets that represent ownership of digital or physical items like artwork, collectibles, or even real estate. NFTs are transforming the way we think about ownership and creating new possibilities for creators to monetize their work. If you had bought a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT a year ago for a few $1,000s, it would now be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even millions. And let's not forget about the metaverse, a persistent, shared virtual world that is being touted as the next evolution of the internet. The metaverse has the potential to revolutionize the way we interact with each other, experience entertainment, and even conduct business. Early investors in metaverse-related projects have already seen massive returns, and the potential for growth in this sector is only just beginning. Ignoring these emerging trends is like refusing to invest in the internet in the early 90s. You could have gotten in on Amazon or Google early on, but you were too busy focusing on what was already popular. Don't let that happen to you with crypto. Now, I'm not saying you should go all in on every new trend that comes along. You still need to do your research, assess the risks, and invest responsibly. But by staying informed about the latest developments in the crypto space, you'll be better positioned to identify promising opportunities and potentially get in on the next big thing. Outro, don't make these mistakes. As you embark on your crypto journey, keep in mind that awareness of these common mistakes is your first line of defense. You've got to go into this with your eyes wide open. If you think it's just going to be easy money, you're going to have a bad time. The path to successful investing is paved with continuous learning and strategic thinking. Don't just follow what everyone else is doing. Actually take the time to learn how this stuff works. The more you learn, the more you'll learn. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments below, and subscribe for more insights that empower your financial future. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What are some of the biggest mistakes you've made in crypto? Let's decode the secrets of cryptocurrency trading and turn mistakes into mastery. Your future self will thank you for it.